Kimani is with us right here. Victoria, what's up?
Hi, I'm good. I'm at home like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
How are you?
I'm well. We are trying to. I wish you would be here physically, but I guess because of the Rona, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I hope everyone at home is doing well as well.
Yeah. Everyone is doing great. But let's start there actually on the Rona before we talk about the new album. How you coping with it? What do you see? Because I mean, you have a pretty good view of the entertainment industry. What do you see it doing or affecting the entertainment industry, and how can people survive?
I mean, it's pretty obvious, like we can't do any shows right now, so everybody's at home. But the good thing about music is it's a digital space as well. So if you have content to put out into the digital world, or if you already have music out, it's a good time to push it.
Yeah.
I've been reading, I've been exercising, I've been researching, and honestly, besides the depressing part, which is like, the people dying and being paranoid when I go to the grocery store, it's been quite positive for me generally, because again, like I said, I've just been really, really starting to appreciate the small things that are around me that I didn't have time to appreciate before. But obviously, it's also very heartbreaking at the same time, because a lot of people cannot afford to stay home. And those people are really, really on my heart as well. So it's been crazy, man.
Yeah. So what are your plans? Like, how did it affect like the album launch? What are the plans before and now? How have you adapted to it?
Well, initially, we were going to do a big launch party. Like, we were going to invite everyone that you see that's involved on the album and even in the videos. We were going to have a big launch May 1st here in Nairobi. And obviously this thing happened, so we can't have a physical launch, but trust me, we're doing a lot online, and just really pushing. And so far, I think the project already has like 80,000 views or 80,000 streams on like Spotify, which is amazing to me, because we don't even have Spotify in Kenya. So to me, that means that the project is really growing wings, and like, people are listening to it all over the world. So like I said, it's a digital space right now, and all creatives really should be taking advantage of that.
Yeah. Tell us about the new album. And you mentioned you also want to invite people who come through on it. How many tracks did it have? What collaborations are there, if any? What producers did you work with as well? And also, most importantly, what do you want us? I know there are many questions, but what do you want us to take away at the end of the day from the album? But let's start with the collaborations and the producers. Yeah.
So there's 9 songs to answer that question. There's 9 songs.
Yeah.
It's primarily produced by First. It is basically a collaborative album between me and a platinum selling producer / artist.
Right.
His name is First. He's originally from Liberia, but he lives in the States. And he's produced for so many people, like from Post Malone to Ariana Grande to Migos to 21 Savage to like 2 Chainz, everyone who's like hot in hip hop. So his perspective on music and African music is very much from how he sees it. He's never been to Liberia, but this was him in a way, just reconnecting to his roots.
Right.
So musically, you can expect collaboration. We featured Ferregola from Congo on the lead single, which is called Africa. And then we also featured Botros. Shout out to Botros, Strap Gang. He featured on a song that we have called Kumi Kumi, which is also, I think that's number 7 on the album.
Yeah.
And
Kumi Kumi is good because it's like 10 over 10.
What did you say?
You said it's called Kumi Kumi?
Yeah, it's called
good.
Kumi Kumi.
It's
exactly.
10 over 10.
10 over 10. Yeah. You gotta listen to it. It's wavy. Like, it's dope. It's very dope.
Yeah. And so in the album, right, what do you want us to take away from it? I mean, I know you are normally very particular about, your messaging and the context and everything. So what do you want to take away from this album?
Honestly, this is like the first time in quite a while that I'm really being like myself as a songwriter on a body of work that I'm releasing in the continent of Africa. This is me kind of following up from Afropolitan, the EP I put out in 2019. And when I say that, I mean like in the context of the style of songwriting. So R&B trap, it's very like R&B heavy. But as far as the sound, I just want people to know that, you know what, we can actually achieve anything we want globally. This is also my first international release, which means that, you know, it's gonna get a lot more exposure. So what I would want people to take from it musically is that African music does not have to all sound the same. There are those of us that have a whole different wave. And yeah, like just sonically, just something that I want people to just vibe to. There's no deep message. There's not a deep message. There are records on there though. Like there's a song called Escalator that really talks about, you know, how someone can rise from a point where people feel like, yeah, she's not going to get anywhere, or he or she is not going to get to any point. And at that point, a person can feel very, very cold and just alone. But it talks about like escalating from that situation and like, you know, and going higher and higher regardless of what the naysayers say. So it's very inspirational, but it's wavy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You just got to listen to, you have to listen to the album, but just know that it's a borderless project.
All right. Well, you know, we also saw pictures, you know, stock alert. We saw pictures of you and Michael Blackson on there, and
shout out to Michael Blackson, man.
Yeah, and he was in the video. So how did that happen?
Well, I met Michael in LA last year because last year I spent about 4 to 5 months in the States. Okay. And I recorded 2 albums.
Wow. This
is the first of the 2 that I'm releasing at the moment. And while I was in LA, you know, LA is the type of city where you meet people. There's a lot of celebrities around. There's a lot of artistic people like myself. And so I had an event that I was hosting and he came to the event.
Right.
So ever since then, we just been friends. And I was just playing him my music one day and he's like, yo, I'll get in the video. And I was like, for real? And he's like, hell yeah. I didn't really believe him until there was a day I was supposed to, in fact, the day I was supposed to leave LA, I was catching a flight to go to New York. And randomly, I was like, yo, I have about 5 hours before I need to get to the airport. So I called him and I said, hey, I have a few hours to kill. Can I come there with my videographer? Can we shoot now? And he's like, yeah, come. I have an extra hour to spare, so just come. So I went there, we found a videographer on Instagram, and I went to his spot and we shot the video, and then I left and caught my flight.
Oh, well, awesome. That was pretty dope. Now, you know, we want to know where we can get the album, and after that, because you said you recorded, it is one of 2. So I don't know, you know, not to jump the gun or anything, but what are your plans after this? I know we're gonna have a series of maybe promoting this album, and then what we're gonna do next, and where can we get this current album?
You can get the current album on all digital stores. It's everywhere. Apple Music, iTunes, Boomplay, Audio Mac. It's everywhere online. Like literally just look up, you could look up my name, Victoria Kimani, Africa album, and it will come up. I'm sure there'll be a store that you normally stream music from that you can listen to. So yeah, it's out worldwide. What was the second question?
The other one was what next after this? You said you recorded one of 2 in the US.
This is one of 2, and right now it's very much about this project.
Right.
Like, this is what we're focusing on. I don't think anyone is looking too far into making plans into the future because we don't know when Corona is going to end.
Exactly.
Naturally, I would be on a promotional tour right now. I wouldn't be in Nairobi. Naturally, no, I would be. I would be here for the launch, and then from here I'd be going to different places to promote the project. I was supposed to go to Congo to shoot the Africa video with Farah. There's a lot of things I've been supposed to do, but because of this thing, it's hard to make plans. But the second album, I don't know if it's a 2020 release. It might be 2021. But it's ready. It's sitting there. I've already shot a video from that album. So it's just kind of, you know, I like to make content and save it. I don't always make content and release it. And I think that's something that actually helped me during this Corona time because all the videos that you see, all the music that you hear from Africa album was recorded last year. And luckily, I'm able to, release music now that we're on lockdown.
Yeah, I guess we have a thing or two to learn, and we're gonna going to cop the album, get it out there, listen to all the songs, and then you can get it everywhere, like she said. We're gonna say thank you so much for making time for us, even during this Rona. We do hope that post Rona, it won't be too late. You can come through and when the tour starts, you can start it right here at home on 10 over 10.
Oh, I would love to come to 10 over 10. Every time I come there, it's always a vibe. I miss the kids, like they're always so vibrant, and the dancing. Honestly, there's no other show like that in Africa. I've never been anywhere, and I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you guys. I've never been to another show that had that much energy and genuine love from the fans. So shout out to 10 over 10. I love you guys so much.
Oh, now you're gonna make us cry. You're gonna make a grown man cry on this show.
You make me cry. You always support me, man.
Well, thank you so much, Victoria. Make sure you guys go and check out that brand new album and follow her online as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Support. Already, she said 80,000 plus streams on Spotify, you said?
And Spotify,
On
but
Spotify.
We need the local streams. We need people to tune in from wherever they listen to music at. So.
Yeah. All right. That's what it's going to be. And I mean, it's going to be great taking Kenya, Africa to the map. So that's what it is. Before we go, I got to say,